Good morning, Stampers. How's your day going so far? I know it's early for some and late for some others. So good morning, good evening, wherever you may be. Rose Ward, Stampersdelight.com. Welcome to my Facebook Friday morning. So this is still something old and something new. And for today, I have two different sets to show you. So hop on, say hi. First one is the one that's going to be retiring, which is called Lift Me Up. This one actually has matching dies, which I'll show you when I flip the camera. This is a great, great set. One of the dies in here is probably one of my favorite. I say that for all of them, don't I? The other one is a new set called Above the Clouds. And this set doesn't have dies to it, but it does have a matching punch. So I'm going to incorporate the two together to show you why you need to get this one before it retires and why you need this one on June 4th. Okay? All right. Hi, Stacy. Thank you. Yes, definitely share my videos. The more the merrier. I'm stamping my way to Maui, so sharing the videos helps. Okay, so let's get started. Hi, Jean. Hi, Maureen. Hi, Debbie. Okay, I'm going to switch the camera. If I don't say hi to you now, I will later on. So ask me any questions. Let me know again where you're from. Say hi and share my videos. And here we go. Okay, again, if you want to order, Stampersdelight.com. My May host code is right here. And also there's my online store. But you can get to everything by just typing in Stampersdelight.com. You can also go to YouTube and just type in Stampers Delight, all one word, and you'll find all my videos. I think I'm up to 123 videos. Yay! I'm also on Twitter and Instagram under that name. So let's just move this out of the way. And first, again, let me show you. This is the outgoing, something old. You can't hear me? Let me turn up the volume. Let's see what happened. Oh, my volume's on. Can everybody else hear me? Let me just say. Oh. Can everybody else hear me? I'm waiting to see if you can hear me or not. I don't know why. Okay, let's see what we can do about this. I don't know if it... Let me write this down. Okay, well, now I messed up something else. You can hear me just fine? Okay, so now my camera's not working. All right, because you can't... Okay, let me switch this over. Give me 1 second to fix this, okay? For some reason, I lost everything. Can hear you, no problem. Okay, but now my camera is not working. So give me 1 second to fix this. Okay, we're getting back in business. Sorry about that. I switched over because I thought you couldn't hear me, and I messed up this camera. Okay, so can everybody see me and hear me? And I'm switching over. Okay, I was starting to write, can you hear me? All right, so let's finish here. So this is the outgoing set. So we're going to be using some of these stamps today. And also the dies. Let me just quickly show you the dies. Perfect viewing here. Okay, great. Thank you so much. So these have some great dies in here. You're going to see me using some of the clouds. And these are the little banner for the sentiments. All right. Thanks, Maureen. You never know with the computers and live TV. And then also one of my favorite, which I will show you, is this die. This die right here. It's a very intricate die. This comes with this set. Okay, so we're going to be using that, and then I'm going to be incorporating it with the new set, which is Above the Clouds, and the new punch. I love when I do a punch because you can see my ceiling. Okay, so let's look at some samples first, okay? So I can move this out of the way. You can hear me. Here's the first sample I'm going to show you, and this is with retiring colors. Okay, so we have the Berry Burst, and we have the Lemon Lime Twist. And if you can see in the background, the larger balloons are from the outgoing set, Lift Me Up. The smaller balloons and the ones from the punch are from the new one. Cute, huh? And then, of course, this is that die that cuts it so that you can put the sentiment there. And then inside is Let Your Dreams Soar, which I love the sayings in both sets. And again, this is the powder pink, which is also retiring. So that's the first card. Then I used that die. You can see the die. I actually tried to emboss using the die, which I'm going to be playing around with a little bit more and then show you a video on that. This die wasn't probably the best to try it out with. But if you can see up here, I did the Pineapple Punch on Pineapple Punch with our designer series paper that we have right now, okay, which is the dots and on the other side of the stripes. I know it's very bright. That's just a thanks for lifting me up. This is all with the outgoing set. And of course I left that blank because it's a thank you. The next one I want to show you is probably one of my favorite, and I got to start moving slower because it looks like the camera's still jiggling a little bit. It's raining here again, so what does that tell you? It's been raining for 40 days and 40 nights. Okay, so this one is, again, on the powder pink. This is our rose glimmer paper with that intricate die. And behind that, I have some of our designer series paper, which is going out. I have the two different punches or stamps with the punch from the new set. They just pair up so nice. And then life is, outside says, Let Your Dreams Soar. Great, great graduation card. Okay. Life is a beautiful ride. And then these three little guys are from the new set. Probably one of my favorites is going to be this one. Balloons are nice and bright. And that's how they should be. Let me just push this right here. Look at this one. Okay, so this is layered on our new Seaside Spray and Rococo Rose. This is the Rococo Rose. And then you can see a little of the Sea Spray, Seaside Spray. Isn't that gorgeous? So the little ones, again, are from the new stamp set. These two that I put on with dimensionals are from the outgoing stamp set, as is this one. So is the saying. And this is from the new one. Look how great they look together. Inside. Oh, guess what? I forgot to put an inside in this one. Oh, well, naked inside. I have to fix that. That's probably one of my favorites. Another one I'm going to show you is a simple, let's see, I'll show you this one. And this one is with, again, this is with our shimmer embossing paste. Okay, you can see I did that a little thinner than I should have, but actually it looks pretty good because it's clouds. Clouds are never the same. And again with the designer series paper. And these are with the new set. Yes, all the bright colors. You got to have balloons in bright colors. And then you're off to good places. This is the new set. Another one with the new peacock. And I don't know all the names yet. Oh, heck, who am I kidding? I can't remember the names of the old ones. Pretty peacock. This one, again, is with the new stamp set back here. The clouds, the little balloons. It's all one color, monochromic, as you would call it. Well, except for the clouds. I don't even know if I said that right. Oh, what can I tell you? It's early in the morning. And here's that die again. I'll tell you, if nothing else, if you don't want to get the stamp set, you want to get the dies. Just for that die alone, because it pairs up so nice. And then what I did is I just cut the pretty peacock out behind it. I could have done this in a different color, but I didn't. And then there we go. We raise by lifting others. We rise. Oh, geez. Hold on. Coffee time. We rise by lifting others. Great saying. And the last one I'm going to show you, but the first one I'm going to start to stamp, is one that I cased from one of the on stage videos that I saw. I apologize, I don't know the demonstrator's name. It was from across the pond, so if anybody does have that. It's a simple stamped card, really, with a couple little punches on there. So when you look at it, you see the clouds, the birds. That was an oops. I'll tell you right now, that was an oops. So I just put a little faceted dot there. And then when you open it, it says, hi, friend. Now this punch right here is our 2 1/4 inch punch. That is retiring. You definitely want to get your hands on this. This is a good size. Not sure why it's going bye-bye, but. So this is a cute card, quick and easy. And I'm going to show you how to do that right now. Okay, so you're going to take your base, which is your regular cardstock 8.5 by 11, cut long ways or lengthwise, horizontal. You know me, I can never remember in the morning. And just to let you know a couple of things, I put on Facebook a video that I did last year, and I said, oh, before I go to Sicily. I'm not going to Sicily. I'm not on vacation yet. That was from last year. I just shared it with you. But thank you all for your well wishes talking about me going on vacation. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to just stamp up my clouds in the Seaside Spray. And when I do this, that's right. Peggy says no mistakes in stamping, only changes in designs. That's right. Like I always say, if I had to be perfect, I wouldn't be stamping. Look at that. See? It doesn't have to be. Clouds are, I'm going to do it this way. Clouds are, oh, I know, because I don't have my little thing here. Like I always say, also, do as I say, not as I do. Okay, so let's do this. There's something on this one. Doesn't matter. There we go. Actually, I'm going to put a couple more. I'm going to stamp off once because I want a couple clouds down here too. Okay, there we go. Then I'm going to grab my birds and put this right here because I probably need that. Grab my birds, and I'm just going to use the Memento because it's right here. And I'm going to bring in some birds. This Memento is very juicy. Maybe put some birds right there. Okay. Now with my punch, I'm going to go in and punch a hole. Just go in as far as you can with that. Just punch it out. You could use that for something else. And you got this cute little hole there. All right, so we'll move that away for a minute. Bring in this piece right here. And I'm going to take this stamp right here and grab my colors. Let's see, we want, oh, there they are, they're hiding. All right, we're going to take these two and these two. All right, so the first one I'm going to do is the Highland Heather. This is a very, I don't know what you want to call it, heavy image. It's not a detailed image. So when I stamp this, okay, I do twist it a little bit, drag it a little bit. I want to make sure I got the most on there. You may not get everything. You can kind of see that what's not on there, but let's just see how it comes out. I'm just going to stamp that. It's a very bold image. That's what I was there. And I'm not really worried about that part because I'm going to go right over it with the detailed one, which looks like this. And this one I'm going to do in the Gorgeous Grape. This is a great, quick, easy card. And when I say that, I have to go gently with this stamp. There we go. Now this side, I'm going to grab the powder pink. And the funny thing is, well, it's not funny, but the powder pink matches up so good with the, or great, good, whatever, with the Rococo Rose, and it's going bye-bye. Okay, I want to stamp that, make sure I got all the color off. Dragging it a little bit. It's a very bold stamp, or bold image, so I want to get on as much as I can. And then press it. Okay, remember, it's going to work fine. Then I'm going to get the Rococo Rose. You can use your Stamparatus. It's hard for me to use the Stamparatus when I'm on camera sometimes, so there we go. I'm going to close this one up. Close, I want the Gorgeous Grape. Close these up before I get my fingers in them. And then I am going to take my punch and just slide it in. And see how it doesn't fit? Little trick. Just take your snips. You can also make a mask with this. I did a video on that, how you can make a mask with this and use it with your Stamparatus. It is one of my videos out there. I'm just doing it quick and easy today. I punch this way so I can see what I'm doing. I know some people line it up and then they turn it over this way. I've always punched this way. There's no right or wrong way. It's whatever comfortable for you. Okay, so there's those pieces. Now you see we got these little baskets. I'm going to put those over here for a second and see how good or well I do at stamping this little guy on those little baskets. So let's try that and see how I do. I could have stamped them first, but that's the thing I like about our photopolymer stamps. Look at that. Not bad, huh? I don't know if you can see it. It's pretty good. It's pretty good for 7 o'clock in the morning. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to put that over here for a minute. I'm going to bring back my card. And I am going to use, yes, Angie and Megan, I am using my Tombow. Maybe not this one because it's new. There we go. I'm just going to put a little Tombow right there and right there. Okay, so again, I admit it. I haven't used Tombow in a long time, and I fell in love with it again. I was using the detailed glue, which actually I still love my detailed glue, especially for something like this. But it's nice to have choices in life, isn't it? It's what it's all about. Our choices. There we go. Yes. Peggy said she saw somebody make pretty flowers. You can use this. If you look without that, let's look at this side. You can make that as a petal. Okay, so you can make flowers with these. There's a lot more uses to our punches than just what they show. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one and put that right there. For that, I am going to use my snail. Let me just grab that. Now remember, you got a hole there. Oh, I want to stamp that first. So you definitely want to only put snail on this side. So with that hole, where I punched out, let's do this. Okay. So I want different colors. If you see here, they're different colors. And I'm going to do what we called, and we still call, huffing. I don't really like the name of that, but that's what it is. You're going to take your marker and color with your regular markers. Okay, not your blends, your regular markers. Take the yellow one. And then the Rococo Rose. I know that it's right about there. I mean, you can kind of eyeball that. It doesn't have to be right in the center. You can also measure it, which I never do. Use your Stamparatus. Open that back up. Oh, I forgot to huff on it. Okay. I didn't have to. It's still wet. If you wanted to huff on it, if it got dry, you just throw some breath on it, okay? This one worked out perfect because I didn't need it. Then I'm going to grab the detailed one, if I can find where I put it. Okay, that's odd. My detailed one is missing. Let me just make sure it's not still in the case. Oh, Lord. It's hiding on this desk somewhere. We might have to forego that for a minute till I find it. That's right behind me. Come on, you didn't see that? Okay, I'm going to take the Gorgeous Grape, line that right up. My head might be in the way, sorry about that. Voila! Then I'm going to take the High Friend. I'm still going to do that in Gorgeous Grape. Let's make sure I got that right. Let's put that right there. Cute, 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 cute. And then Let Your Dreams Soar. On this one, I think I have Let Your Dreams Soar there. I think I'm going to put Life is a Beautiful Ride. I'm going to put that right there. Ta-da! Then I'm going to go ahead and snail these down. Again, I want to make sure I do the right side. And this one will go over here. There you go. Quick, easy card. Yeah, thank you, Megan. I found it. There we go. Quick, easy card. Love that. Okay, so the next one I'm going to show you is this one. And for this, Again, I did it lengthwise. I love this fold is, of course, I like to show you different ways. So that one goes this way. This one is going the opposite way. Okay. Don't forget, everyone who orders through me this month gets a chance at winning that great Stampin' Up! Bag. I will pull a name on the 31st when I do my Facebook Live. So this one, I'm going to bring in both of these pieces. I'm going to bring in my blue again. Actually, I'm just going to tap it up here. Bring this guy back in. Put some clouds wherever they fall. You see what I'm doing? I'm going back and forth. Dark, light, dark, light. That's just, you know, so that they're all scattered. Maybe one there. Maybe one here. And actually, I did them upside down, but who cares? They're clouds. All right. There's my clouds. Now I'm going to bring in this stamp again after I use my chamois, which you can see is well loved. And let me just clean off the other stamp too. Okay. I'm doing this all in the same color. Okay, so I'm going to grab the, let me close this up. My pretty peacock. And I am going to tap off just once. I don't want it too dark. Okay, so I'm tapping off once. Put that there. Put those there. Maybe just one more over this way. Okay, so you see that little blobby? It doesn't work. Doesn't matter. We fix all mistakes. I'm going to take this. This one I am not going to stamp off, okay? I think this is because these are new and they're so juicy. So stamp that right there. Do it again. Going to put that right there. And then I'm not going to ink it up again because this one's very light. So it can be light and dark. Okay. Then I'm going to grab the Life is Beautiful. Well, this one says Life is a Beautiful Ride, so let's change that up. Let's use the next saying. I'm going to put that right here. That's got a little goober in there. I'll clean that off a little bit. Okay. These stamp pads are very, very juicy, so you have to be very careful with them. Let your dreams soar. Okay, so that's okay right now. This is the piece that I'm going to use. I ran it through our glimmer paper. I already did that part of it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to peel it off. Poke that out. I didn't poke all these out because I used our adhesive sheets, and a lot of times a lot of it comes off with that. So I'm just going to pull this off. There's the die. There's the glimmer paper, and you see the piece of, when you pull that off, a lot of those pieces fall out, and then you can just poke it with your finger or take your pick tool and just grab those out of there. You can also use your wire brush, but like I said, when you use those adhesive sheets, a lot of those small pieces come right out. Okay, so here's my extra piece. So all I'm doing is I'm just going to lay that right on here. Get that little piece off there. So I have my background, and I'm just going to fussy cut around that. What I do is I kind of cut into it so that there's no edges. Okay, so I'm just going around. You can make it different colors, by using strips of different color cardstock. I didn't want to do that because for the sake of time here. There we go, get that out of the way. Bring this piece back in. And with this, I'm going to, again, use dimensionals. Now, I'm getting low on this one card of dimensionals, but I use everything on here. And those side pieces are great for longer pieces. You want to use everything up. So I'm going to use a skinnier edge. See? It goes right up there. And then I can just throw one on each side. Again, that die is retiring, and you want to get that now. Okay, so the little blobby there that I messed up, guess what? We're just going to bring these in. Put one there. One there. And one there. No problem. Fixed. I'm going to go ahead and take my fast fuse or whatever you're using, Tombow, snail. I have a lot of fast fuse left, so I'm using that. Layer it right on the card there. Okay. And then on the inside, let your dreams soar. And I think you're off to, I see I'm changing this up a bit. You're off to a good start. You're off to good places. So we'll do that. Again, bring in my mat. This is one of the stamps to this outgoing set. Stamp that up. Ink it off twice. I want it real light for the background. Put that in there. There you go. Quick, easy cards. Beautiful set. You definitely want to get this die. I'm telling you. I'm not giving mine up. Not when it goes so well with the other set. Just clean those off later. Okay, now, for the last card, hopefully I have time to do this one. What I really wanted to show you was our embossing paste and how I made the clouds. Okay, so another thing, and this is not retiring, I might just show you how I did the clouds. And I can use any color. So let's bring this color in. Here is the mask. This mask goes so good with these stamp sets. Look, there's clouds there. And then you've got the clouds. Let me just show you here. You got the clouds from the dies. Everything goes so well together. So if you were using this and the embossing paste, which my embossing paste, you just line it up however you want it. I use a little, either a little washi tape, or you can use a Post-it note. I can't even find the end of this one. Okay, let's just cut this. This is a real old one. Let me just get a little edge here going. Okay. And I'm just going to try to hold this down. Usually, to tell you the truth, I usually use my fingers. So I got a little bit of the paper there. That's going to hold both of them down. But I don't want to go over the clouds. Excuse me. Here's the embossing. Oh, okay. I'm going to use my embossing. Now, you can see my embossing. I need more embossing paste. It was a little dry when I opened it up. I just added some warm water and stirred it, and now it's back to usable. Okay, I'm going to use the bigger one. Just grab whatever you want, because you're going to put the rest of it back, and you just smear it just like that all over. And then you take your palette knives, whichever one you want to use. I love my embossing paste. Embossing paste is staying. The white and the shimmery. And then just put that back in. The one thing you do want to do is clean it off your palette knife quickly, because it does dry. Then when you lift this up, and you lift this up, you have clouds. Yay! Okay, if you have any extra, you can just pull it off with your finger like that. Clean it off. Okay. We'll put that over there. I'm going to bring in this one. I already did this one. So this piece of cardstock is, and I'll tell you, I brought my 4 by 3.5, and this little one is 4 by 2. I'm going to bring this, my card. This is thick white cardstock. I already scored that. I'm just going to add that here. And then whichever side you want. This one I used the stripes. And you see this side, this piece was bigger. That was smaller. Doesn't really matter. You see what I'm doing? I'm lining it up so that it's like our 4 by 5.25. This one I think I'm going to do the stripes this way. I was going to use the dots, but I'm not going to. I'm going to use the stripes. But that right up there. There you go. Now I do have some of these already cut out, one of them anyway, and I used the blends on that. Life is Beautiful. Here's the other one. I started that, so let's finish that one. This is the dark blends, Flirty Flamingo. And just for time's sake, I'm just doing it all one color. You see here I did it 2 colors, which is normally what I would do. But we're getting down to the bewitching hour. I really need to blend that in, and I'll tell you why. Because I did the dark a while ago, so it really dried. But you see, as I add more color to it, it's blending back in. Okay, so this one, I'm going to take this strip, which is left over. Well, actually, I'll bring that in a minute. Okay. And I'm going to, I already stamped this, Life is Beautiful. I'm going to put that there with some dimensionals again. Let's just put this here and here. And on the back side again. I'm going to use that strip. I'll be back Sunday night with another something old and something new. I'm going to use my blue. This is pretty cool too. You can just slide a scrap in there, pop it out, and get yourself a little colored basket, which is what I'm going to do. Before I glue those on my card, I'm going to take a little Tombow again. And add the little blue baskets to this. And there's also that little lined stamp, which you can make the baskets have little lines. But for now, I'm just going to leave that. I should let that dry, but I'm running out of time, so you get the idea. Put that on there. This one would go right here. And then I can put another sentiment here. Okay, so again, I'm not going to finish this card up because I ran out of time and I have to get to work. But I hope you enjoyed those. Let me bring those cards back in so you can see them real quick. And I will have still shots of those shortly. We have these two. Okay. Yes, if you missed this, just watch the replay. We have these two. Don't need that one. This one, I love this one with all the colors. No, you don't have to do anything to the clouds after they dry. When it dries, Megan was asking about that. Look, see, when they dry, they look all bumpy. Puffy, not bumpy. Okay, there's the other card. There's the yellow one. And here's this one. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope you like the embossing paste, which I haven't used in a while. And I love that. So again, thanks for watching. Have a great weekend. I will see you back here Sunday night at 7 o'clock. Happy stamping, everybody. Have a sparkling weekend. Bye.